Hi, my name is James Casey. I'm going to show you how to make a etouffee out of some shrimp. I'm going to show you in stages because if I showed you the whole complete thing, the process, it would take way too long.
And I'm Raven.
We're going to take our veggies. We got some celery. We got bell pepper and green onion. We got some garlic. Okay? And that's going to be our little foundation. We're going to take them and cut them up and put them in some butter. And the next shot you're going to see is going to be the complete product of that, is the sauteed veggies. And then we're going to move on to the flour and the chicken broth and add some more ingredients, and I'll show you how to go from there. We'll be right back. Alright, this is going to be step 2 of our shrimp etouffee. We're back. It's me, James Casey, and Raven. Come over here. This is all our veggies sauteed up real good. I got it on low right now. We got onions and bell peppers, green onions, garlic. Now, what I like to do right now, this is optional. You don't have to do this if you don't like mushrooms or anything. I like mushrooms, so I take 2 small cans of whole, and 1 can of the diced. And I like to keep the juice in just because it adds a little flavor. And right now, we're going to throw them in there, turn the heat up a little bit, get them going again real good.
Mix them up. Get them nice in there.
Now, as that's heating up, we're going to get ready to put some flour in there. Now you just need all-purpose flour. Now to do etouffee, there's different ways to do it. Everybody has their own little way. Some people, like to argue, oh, southern etouffee should be red, oh, southern etouffee should be brown, I like both, but right now I'm cooking a red etouffee. It's tomato based, is what it is. The brown etouffee is roux based. For this one, you don't need to make a dark roux. So what I do is, while everything's in the pot heating up, I'll take a little bit of flour, sprinkle it in there,
Mix it. A little bit more. Alrighty. That's in there.
alright?
Now get it all up in there.
Now, you can add more if it needs to be a little bit thicker. This is basically just to thicken up your mixture whenever you're doing this type of etouffee, alright? Now, it looks like we're going to need a little bit more in there, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to let this cook and heat up and come to another little simmering boil there. Now, after we get it to the thickness that we want, what we're going to do is we're going to add chicken broth. Now some people use, shrimp stock, seafood stock, or whatever. I just like the way the chicken broth gives it that little bit of different flavor. It's all about the flavor with me. So here it comes. It's coming to a little good simmer now. Let's add us a little more flour. Maybe 2 more little scoops. Now me, I don't like to measure things. When I'm cooking, I just kind of go with it. And because I've been cooking long enough to where I can kind of tell what looks right and what doesn't. So now to me, this looks just about the right thickness. So after that heats up a little bit more, we're going to throw in that chicken broth. Alright. Now, You like that, huh, Raven? You getting hungry, girl?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, after we add the chicken broth, okay, this is going to be the next step. This is what we're going to be doing when we come back. I'm going to show you step by step. This is 5 pounds of Gulf Caught Louisiana shrimp. This is about 21, 25 count. They're pretty big. They're big shrimp. What I like to do is I like to season them with a little bit of Tony or some Cajun seasoning or whatever you like to season your food with. But this is just for the shrimp. I season my pot different. So I'll show y'all that when it comes to that. Now, after you put the shrimp in, you put your tomato paste in, okay? And of course, this is all going to be in the steps, and we'll be right back with that in just a couple seconds. Alright. Alright, now, we're back for our next step. We got the chicken broth in the pot. We already put our flour and everything before in the previous step. We brought this up to a real nice boil. What we're going to do now is add the tomato paste and the shrimp. First, I'm going to add a little can of the roasted garlic tomato paste. Get that mixed up in there.
Mix it.
Alright, then I'm going to add my big can of the regular paste.
Delicious. Tasty.
Get that mixed up a little bit.
Mix it.
See, that's what gives this red etouffee its color. Starting to get nice and red. Now, we already seasoned the shrimp with a little Cajun seasoning, some Tony's. But I like to add a little bit to my broth too before we put the shrimp in there. Now, what all I use is basics. Just red pepper, black pepper, and salt. Okay? And now remember, you already seasoned the shrimp, so you don't need a whole lot. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. Now, tell them, Ray. Now, if you want to, this is optional. There's all kinds of different sauces, hot sauces you can throw in there. They got Louisiana, they got Cajun Power, this is garlic stuff, it's real good. They got tiger sauce, that's kind of sweet and sour. They got Frank's, they got Tabasco, they got all kind of stuff. But we're not going to do that because I think it'll be good. Plus I got my little girl here and she don't like it too spicy, so we'll just add it to our bowl. Alright, that's looking good. Now, we're ready to put the shrimp in there now. Now this is pretty much the last step. Alright. Now we got the shrimp pre-seasoned. We're going to bring it over there. We're going to add it a little bit at a time, just so the pot don't overflow. And, you know, if you got some shrimp that won't fit, you can fry it or do whatever. Now remember, this is 5 pounds of Louisiana shrimp, and it's some pretty big shrimp.
Big. Shrimp, it's a shrimp.
Looks like they're all gonna fit nice. Looks like they're all gonna fit nice. All right. Oh yeah. There's some big ones, ain't they, girl?
Yeah.
Put that camera.
There's a little more to go.
Now we got all the shrimp in there.
Mix it up, nice and
Put them
good.
all mixed up. Now, the thing about shrimp is that even the big ones, they don't take, you know, but a few minutes to cook, especially when you're doing them, boiling them like this. So what I like to do is I like to make sure they're all mixed in real good. Let it sit in there, let it boil for a few minutes, and then I'll come back and taste it. If it needs a little more seasoning, I'll season it a little more. But what I like to do is, to get it a little bit of a creamier texture, is I'll add a little bit of evaporated milk. Now this is another thing that's optional. You don't have to do that. That's just one of my little things I like to do. Now this next part of the video, when we come back, is going to be us plating it. It's going to be us plating it and getting it ready for preparation and everybody to eat, and should be good. For our little side dish, we're going to have some Lesueur peas with some shrooms and baby onions, and I'm going to make some potato salad too. But when we come back, we'll show you the finished product, and we'll plate it, and it should be a nice little presentation. We'll be right back.
And
Alright, last step, plating everything up. We done cooking? Alright, this is going to be our little side. I didn't show how to cook it, but it's easy. It's all in the can. It's just Lesueur peas and some baby oil. Excuse me. And I just put a little butter because they're good by themselves. Now, like I said, we add a little bit of cream. Just a little bit. I already added some, that's why it brightened up a little bit. But see, it gives it a nice creamy tomato red color. Now,
oh yeah,
it's time to plate everything up. Earlier I boiled some potatoes and some crab boil, and put some eggs in there. Made a little potato salad out of it. It's just your basic potato salad. It's got mayonnaise, mustard, relish, and eggs. A little bit of seasoning. That goes real good together. Potato salad and peas with some ETOUFEE. Now, over here we got some Cajun boy, Louisiana medium grain rice. You just want to put a little bit in the middle of that bowl there. We're going to scoop some of that ETOUFEE on there. Oh, look at that.
give me a lot of shrimp.
A lot of shrimp.
A lot of shrimp.
We hear you, baby. We hear you. Put some more of that
Yeah.
broth in there.
That's good. That's good. I'm good.
Now,
Next dish. Do a little
throw a
side.
little potato salad.
Potato salad. I love tater salad.
You love tater salad?
Next, peas. I love
A little
peas.
bit of peas.
I like peas. Peas are good.
Peas are good, huh?
Oh. Peas are get some mushrooms.
Some shrimps, what? Oh, some shrooms? Well, you hungry tonight, huh? Yeah, baby. Alright. And now, what you got is an authentic Louisiana homemade supper. I know it's time to eat. Once again, I'm James Casey. That's my daughter behind the camera, Raven.
Hi.
And we're fixing to go eat, so hope you enjoy.